Hello friends, and let's get started. My name is Dr. Heather Carden. I'm coming to you live from Kansas City. I will be your specialist live today to help you better understand all of the things we have in our amazing community here, our amazing technology line here at Prove It. So as you're joining, let us know where you're joining from. I'll share a couple minutes about myself, a couple minutes about what ketones are and what they are not, and then we're going to get right down to what our mission is today. Our mission is to help you better understand about all our amazing products that we have. We know back in 2015, we only had one incredible product, which is still we have today, our amazing Prove It Nat, which is our pure therapeutic exogenous ketone. So as I shared earlier, my name is Dr. Heather Carden. I'm coming to you live from Kansas City. I'm the co-owner of Carden Center for Wellness, where I've practiced 25 years alongside my husband. We have always used a low-carb ketogenic diet with our patients, also in our lifestyle, with our family, with our own 4 sons. We've taught this, we've implemented into our practice and many of our protocols with our patients. We also know how difficult it actually can be to actually maintain and achieve ketosis. Ketosis simply means your body's in a metabolic state where it's burning fat for fuel. We know the amazing, incredible benefits because the ketogenic diet has been actually studied for well over 100 years. It was first actually studied to actually help children who had epilepsy who were non-responsive to medication. We know if we actually lowered the carbohydrate intake to somewhere around 5 to 8% overall intake and actually increase their fat intake, we actually did this for children because we did not want them failure to thrive. We didn't want them losing weight. We still wanted them to actually increase weight, increase growth on a normal growth chart. That actually what happened is their seizures actually decreased and sometimes actually dissipated in many cases. So as parents did this diet along with their children, we saw other amazing benefits coming along. So fast forward 100 plus years, we know there's so many amazing benefits, but what we do know is that ketones are an energy source for our body. So when we talk about our amazing Prove It Nat, Nat means all natural. It's an energy source at the cellular level for our body. Our body uses ketones to help have better brain fuel, better cognition, better memory, better stamina, whether you're working out or just trying to do your day-to-day job. Maybe you're running around chasing children, grandchildren, training dogs, whatever your day-to-day job is. We know this is energy at the cellular level. Now we know our body only has 2 fuel sources. Either has glucose, which comes from carbohydrates or proteins, or we have ketones, which actually come from fats. And that's what we have right here. We have pure therapeutic exogenous ketones, which is bioidentical. The only one in the world that is bioidentical to what our body makes. Now, prior to 2015, prior to Prove It actually launching the first pure therapeutic exogenous ketone, you had to go on a ketogenic diet, which is what we taught our patients for many decades. Lowering the carbohydrate intake and then waiting for you actually to deplete the glucose and glycogen to a point where your liver, and hopefully your liver is healthy enough and your metabolism was well balanced, your body would actually tap into your stored fat and start breaking down and burning those stored fat molecules plus the dietary fats that you're intaking, and your body would be in that amazing state of ketosis where you had amazing energy, you had better cognition, better sleep, better digestion, better skin. It helped control cravings, it helped control satiety, which means you felt fuller longer. Amazing things can happen when your body's in that incredible state of ketosis. However, there can also be several little roadblocks that can happen. Sometimes you have an extra bite of red peppers. Red peppers are actually high in vitamin C, high in vitamin D, but actually have a little bit of sugar. So if you're not counting every single macro, maybe you have a little bit of extra stress, maybe it's your female cycle, any little given teeter-totter in your macro calculation can take you out of that amazing state of ketosis. Now what we have is such an amazing, incredible tool, and that's why I love sharing this with all of you, and I want you to share this too, is that you can have any diet that you choose. Here at Prove It, we do want you eating a clean diet, which means eliminating processed food colorings, processed additives, eating as clean as you possibly can, and that's why we love our food products. We're going to talk about our better meals, but you can actually be a vegan, a vegetarian, a paleo, enjoy a piece of birthday cake at your child's party, or a glass of champagne and a toast at your daughter or son's wedding. Whatever it may be for you, you can be on a paleo diet, a Whole30 diet, a low carb diet, but you can drink pure therapeutic ketones. Grab yourself your favorite shaker bottle, and I just got a new favorite shaker bottle called Core 4 shaker bottle. So if you got one, give me a thumbs up or put Core 4 down below. You can actually mix this with 12 to 16 ounces of water. Drink this in about 20 to 30 minutes, and it puts your body in ketosis in less than 59 minutes. I'm going to say it one more time slow for everyone who is brand new, because I had to hear this a couple times too. So you do not have to count macros. You don't have to count calories. You don't have to look at your clock to time to eat 6 mini meals a day. You simply grab a shaker bottle, 12 to 16 ounces of water. The hardest part for me is deciding what flavor to drink. And then you simply shake it up in a shaker bottle. Drink this again in less than 35-40 minutes, because you want to saturate your body. You don't want to mix it in a gallon of water. You want to mix it in something you can drink within 20 to 40 minutes. You want to elevate your blood level of ketones. You'll be in that state of ketosis anywhere from 2 to 4 to 6 plus hours, depending on your body's health, the health of your cells, depending on metabolics, your gender, your overall total health, your past health history. Diet independent, which means if you want to be low carb, if you want to be paleo, vegan, vegetarian, and yes, these are gluten-free, soy-free, the salts are vegan, kosher certified, so they are clean for you, and pure therapeutic means they are pure, which means they are bioidentical to what your body makes. That's why the minute that you drink them, your body soaks them up. It says, yes, I recognize those ketones are the same one that my own body makes when I'm on a ketogenic diet in that state of ketosis. It puts you in a therapeutic level where your body's optimally in that state of ketosis, where it's burning fat for fuel. That's why you get the benefits, which is better cognition, better memory, better recall, better digestion, better craving control, satiety, which means feeling fuller longer, better sleep, better energy. So many things are better. So if you have a benefit that you love, please drop it down below. Let us hear what that is, or inspire other people to look for those amazing benefits. And let's get right down to your questions today, because that's what my job is here today, is to help you better understand what our other amazing products are, which may be up for you. It may be Mitoplex, which I absolutely love, Keto Pro if that's for you. So let's get right down to your questions. I'm going to refresh my computer over here so I can reach as many questions as possible. And yes, please tag your friends. You can absolutely share this. This is meant to be shared. It's meant to be educational. You can see the past few years of lives as well. Maddie Davis loves the moods that she gets. So great question. Kimberly says, will they interfere with blood pressure medication? So to date, after millions of servings of sharing ketones in the world at a global level, now we can say in 2015 we were just in the US, but now we know we're at a global level, because this is bioidentical to what your body makes. Your body naturally goes in and out of state of ketosis. If you're an endurance runner, your body goes in and out of ketosis. Babies are actually in ketosis in utero. When they're breastfed, they're in ketosis. If you're actually on a low carb diet, you're a distance runner, your body will shift in and out of ketosis. So no, we have not found any medication to date that this interferes with, or is a contradictory, or that you should actually contradict what your medication does. But as always, if you have a health condition, please check with your healthcare provider first before taking any new supplement with your healthcare provider. So always check with them first, check with your pharmacist. But ketones are a naturally occurring molecule in your body. Your body naturally makes them. So it would make sense that it would not naturally interfere with anything that you're naturally taking. When it comes to blood pressure medication, we talk about the benefits of ketones, which I haven't mentioned yet. Ketones actually calm down the nervous system. They increase something called GABA, which is our happiness, our feel-good hormone. They also dampen something called dopamine, which is our anxiety, our impulsivity neurotransmitter. So when it dampens our impulsivity and increases our happy hormones, we know blood pressure can be caused from anxiety. We know ketones actually calm down those neurotransmitters. We also know ketones increase energy. One of the first things cardiologists suggest when people have high blood pressure is get moving, get walking. That's according to the American Heart Association. So many people say, gosh, when I drink ketones, I have more energy. I feel like walking. I feel like getting back to the gym. I go for a bike ride. I go for a swim. I walk the dog. So ketones can ultimately, organically start helping with blood pressure because it helps get you moving more. We also know that increase in sugar, and there's a great article produced today in PubMed talking that it's not the salt, it's the insulin that drives up the blood pressure, because when you have carbohydrates, it increases your insulin level. Insulin dingles the bell that says salt, tells the kidney to retain salt. So it's actually not the salt or sodium, it is the insulin that causes you to retain water when you're getting pre-diabetic or diabetic, that causes the blood pressure to go up. It's not the sodium. So we know that when you're actually drinking ketones, they actually inhibit sugar cravings. Oftentimes people will actually exchange their ketone for a soda or a sweet tea or something else that contains a lot of sugar. So when you're actually consuming less sugar, you feel fuller longer from the ketones. It actually decreases cravings for some of those sugary drinks. It's going to be a win-win situation. I see a lot of great questions coming in here. Oh, so Amy's sharing a great, so go back and read some of these amazing shares that people are sharing with. So Tess is asking about what is the best product to use when you're working out at 5 a.m. So Tess, love that question. There's 2 or 3, there's stripes coming through. So there's 2 or 3 options, Tess. So working out wise, make sure you're hydrated when you work out. If you know you drink water, great the first day. There's 2 or 3 options. You could do the Unleashed if you're not caffeine sensitive. Our Unleashed is our black label version, has 30% more ketones, 30% more BHB, or those are ketones or beta hydroxybutyrate, 30% more caffeine, 30% more of our B vitamins. So make sure you're drinking well hydrated. You can do our Keto Nat. If you are sensitive to caffeine, then do our Keto Nat Uncharged, which is without caffeine. You could also do our Keto Pro. It has additional ketones, has additional MCT, which your body will actually, let me start that again. Our Keto Pro actually has a few less ketones. However, it has extra MCT that our Keto Nat does not have. Your body will take the MCT and convert those into additional ketones. Plus it has a few grams of additional ketone-friendly, very select ketone-friendly amino acids. Both will do the same. They'll give you additional energy. You can also add some Mitoplex to that. Either drink these before your workout, you can drink them during your workout, you can have them after your workout. But generally, if it's an hour workout, you want to drink it about 45 minutes before you work out. I know 5 a.m. is pretty early. You also can drink your Mitoplex with them. You can drink this during your workout. If you're working out 2 hours or doing 2 a days, you want to have another serving of NAT afterwards because it does protect your lean muscle mass. It continues recovery. It continues to help your muscles be in that state where it's protecting that lean muscle mass and increasing oxygen and energy to those cellular muscle spindles. So it increases muscle fiber protection and increased muscle synthesis. So you have lots of options there. I probably would not do a keto up that early in the morning. For me, effervescence would probably tend to give a little bit of irritation, especially if you're doing burpees or you're running a long distance. But if you're not, you absolutely could do a keto up that early in the morning or before you exercise. I tend to do just water with these before I exercise just because effervescence or the carbonation bothers me when I work out. But if not, you could absolutely do a keto up. So you got several options before you work out. If you're doing a shorter workout, which is a HIIT workout, then you want to drink them a little further out, about 45 minutes, because you want to have those ketones peak while you're working out. An hour workout, 30 minutes before you work out. If it's a 2-hour workout, 1 package of ketones, Keto Nat, or the Unleashed, about 30 minutes before you work out, and then another serving 2 hours post-workout. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing so many amazing experiences here. Lost 25 pounds in 2 months, 35 inches. So Laura's saying, what is the risk of drinking ketones with epilepsy? So I cannot give you any medical advice or suggestions or contradict or support anything that your doctor has said, except for check with your doctor's before drinking any of our amazing technology or products. However, we do know that you can actually jump over to the Charlie Foundation, which is the leading page, the leading foundations for childhood epilepsy and adult epilepsy. They do have a section with exogenous ketones, Pruitt's exogenous ketones. We have heard them speak at our Keto Academy, and please consult with them and your healthcare provider because we do know there is some collaborative information there, not funded by Pruitt. However, they do have some collaborative information with exogenous ketones and epilepsy. Again, not funded by Pruitt, but they do have that collaborative information with epilepsy and exogenous ketones. We do know that people who have epilepsy do have a mineral deficiency that is absolutely reported out there. Also, we know that they do benefit from having more healthy fats like MCT in our keto cream, our 143. Don't have example of those sitting right here, but those are also amazing products for everyone who wants better brain health. So if you have ordering or shipping problems, please report to the to our support system and they can absolutely help you. I saw you mention that a couple of times. So does Keto Pro break your fast? So let's talk about that for just a moment. What's our 24-hour fast, our reboot fast, or you're just doing intermittent fast? So if your goal is to actually maybe break a weight plateau, you're trying to lose a few more fat pounds, again, this does have MCT in it. So when you're trying to lose some fat pounds, and if you're eating a significant amount of fat in your body, or this has MCT, which is fat, which your body turns quickly into additional ketones, your body has to burn through the fat that you're eating, and then it will break down and burn through the fat in here. So the Keto Pro, again, the only way to know is actually to check your blood glucose and actually check your ketones as well to see if it breaks your fast. But most of the time, it's not going to break your fast if you mix it with water. Now, it also has proteins in there. So Dr. Jason Fung does have some literature on how many grams of protein overall in a day, which is overall in a day to break a fast would be less than 20 grams of protein. That's why in our reboot, we have very targeted proteins and very synergistic formulas in our Better Broth. And that's why we also wait to have the Keto Pro on the last day. So if your goal is to actually lose fat and to extend that, extend your fast, then you might want to do some broth, do another serving of nat if that is your goal. However, most of the time it's not going to if you mix it with water. But if you start to mix it with a nut milk or something else that has more calories, then it's probably going to tend to break your fast more. We're all unique individuals, so I would say just test it. We know our Keto Pro does come with 3 different protein variations. One is a pumpkin, one is an egg, and one is a casein. Sometimes people have food sensitivities that can actually break a fast.